Hi guys, right, picked up graphic novel Star Trek Collection number 2, issue 2, City on the Edge of Forever. Obviously there'll be more, it'll be extended. I think I read these as comics a while back, a good few years ago. There was a story, I think, with the Klingons where they got the Telosians or something and they infiltrated Kirk's head and they lived with Edith Keeler. I don't know if it's that one, I've not opened it yet. 50 years of Star Trek comics, new hardback library editions, includes rare out of print volumes. This issue, City on the Edge of Forever, Star Trek's greatest episode, The Way It's Awful Wanted You to See It. So there it is, that's the cover. Let's look at the back. The back is the usual what's coming issue. So there we have a collection of the books. Build the ultimate library of Star Trek comics. Now that should be interesting. New Collector's Library Edition. Hardback with new introductions by Star Trek novelist and comic historian James Swallow. Includes rare stories that have been out of print for decades from every publisher to have released official Star Trek comics. Fascinating collection that covers nearly 50 years of Trek history. Discover the secret origins of characters you know and meet, such as Dr. McCoy's daughter Joanna and Vulcan Zon, who almost replaced Spock in the 1970s. Stories by some of Star Trek's greatest writers, including Harlan Ellison, classic, David Gumboldt, classic, Brannon Braga, excellent, and DC Fontana. Absolutely superb, right? A sequel to classic stories, revisit the Organians, Guardians of Forever from original series and see what happens when the movies end. Right, so issue 3 is... whoops, let's turn that back on. What's going on here? Right, right, so issue 3, 7 of 9, Jones TNG crew story, co-written by Brannon Braga. That's out on 2nd of February. Issue 4, Spock looks back even his entire life as he bids farewell to an old friend. So that's on the back. So shall we take a look at the actual novel itself? Right. So that's off. Put that down on here. Right, I do like the covers of these. These are going to be quite nice. I don't normally jump on Eagle Moss stuff. I've got a couple of ships, but it's like the Panini. You just end up buying a load of fucking rubbish. Like, you know, like the models like R2-D2 and DeLorean. I mean, honestly, I priced all them out. Build that DeLorean's nearly $1,000. You know, you could buy the bloody thing cheaper. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather go out and buy the Hot Toys DeLorean. And the R2-D2, don't get me started on that. So, right, we've got sticky stuff. Oh, look at that. So I've ruined it now. When I took that because it were all sticky on back. Oh, well, what's done is done, I suppose. So, right, we shouldn't do that. But, you know, they had all, like, gluey sellotape stuff on back. But anyway, so there we go. So let's have a look inside. More vouchers of all the free gift cards. No stamp needed. Star Trek graphic novel collection. There's all stuff there. Give it to your news agent or whatever. I might go for postal orders of these. I don't, you know, have them delivered. Just pay a subscription, then I don't have to bother. Right, I do like that. That's sort of pretty interesting there. The cover, Enterprise and the clock. City on the Edge of Forever original teleplay. So this is going to be... I'm going to enjoy this actually. Star Trek. There we go. Let's take a look inside. Harlan Ellison, City on the Edge of Forever. It's like some information about original teleplay, the story so far. Alright, and some pictures. An introduction by Harlan Ellison. I do like that. That's very nice. Oh, yeah. Star Trek, the original teleplay, Harlan Ellison. Look, I do like the artwork in this. The artwork's very nice. Look, do you want a closer look? So, well, sorry guys, I'll take my time with this. So there you go, that's that. So let's look at that. I mean, the artwork's very nice in this. I mean, look at Rand there. I mean, she looks awesome. You know, so Let's just go through some of this. God, I don't think I've read this one. I read the one with the Klingon, the Organians, and Kirk, where he sort of married her and all that. I was going back a good few years. And nice shot there after he's lost the key, looking out the window. Very reminiscent of Picard. Remember when he's supposed to end out of the window? So that's there. The ship's going off. That's a nice picture there, like that. Kirk, the love of his life, had to let her die to restore. It's truly one of the best episodes ever, isn't it? It is for me. City on the Edge of Forever represents what Star Trek is truly about. You know, it really does. And I am hoping Discovery sort of touched that again. You know, I don't want some $1 million phaser fights and that. Alright, we do like the phaser fights and ship to ship combat, but we want meaningful stories. I want to watch an episode like original series. You know, let this let this be your last battlefield. Remember with them two, where they were having that war for 100,000 years and went back to the planet because they were like different colours on each side. And it was just pointless. They're all racing, destroyed themselves. But I mean, the political overtones in that were incredible. And it left you debating. I've debated that with friends at very deep levels, you know. And that's what Star Trek's about. That's the spirit of it. It takes situations and it really goes into it. Enterprise did well. It touched one or two. Next Gen did it as well. But there's a load of information here, as you can see. And then we get we get some from Sevenses now. You remember the really cheesy stories and the annuals you used to get every year. I mean, artwork was just terrible, wasn't it, back then? And these are the ones I'm dreading buying and reading, you know, these stories. But yes, you know, that's it. So that's that. I'm looking forward to 7 of 9 Joint TNG Crew. That's going to be cool. That's next month. So there you go. And that's it. There you go. I love that bunch. I actually had a poster of that in a frame, but when I moved years ago, I lost it. So that's it. That's my review of the latest Star Trek graphic novel. Do recommend this. I'm going to read this over the weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll see you on the next review, guys. Okay, have a great weekend and live long and prosper.